Above all, the eating of pork was forbidden in order to prevent diabetes, since the pig meat makes the utilization of sugar particularly difficult for man. The American Heart Association reports that in the year 2004, cardiovascular diseases claimed 869,724 deaths. 36.3% of all deaths in America are caused by cardiovascular diseases. In a lecture published under the title Nutrition, 23 January 1924, on page 37, he says, "We can see, therefore, that human beings are perfectly able to manage with little protein. Scientists will now admit this, but years ago, children in particular were fed excessive amount of protein." And you know, we see these children who in the 1870s and 1880s who were given too much protein going about with hardening of the arteries. The harmfulness of something does not show immediately its harm, but later. He may have well been describing the children of today. If one observed the youth of the day, it is unusual to see a child who is not fat and has not lost or is losing his normal bodily form. As to the heart of America, as to the health of America, of the future, as well as the present, there is an alarming health crisis. In chapter 14 of a book containing a series of lectures given to doctors on health issues, Dr. Steiner describes the therapeutic substances as a remedy for diabetes. The series of lectures is entitled Spiritual Science and Medicine. This series may be found at the site rsarchives.org after a search. The cause of diabetes is a weak ego, the spiritual, the thinking part of man. Modern medicine presently concerns itself only with the physical body of man, period. But man is a fourfold being: physical body, etheric body, astral body, and ego. The soul, which is the feeling aspects of man, which expresses itself as as like or dislike. It places itself between the physical body, etheric body, and the thinking ego. It is the ego that regulates the secretory processes of man. When this is the case, a weak ego, diabetes occurs. On page 189, at the bottom of this page of the same series, Dr. Steiner states, an appreciable reinforcement and stimulus, this activity of the ego may be obtained. Example, by bears containing a very finely distribution of rosemary, that is, of the juice extracted from the leaves of the rosemary. On page 184 of the same lecture series, Dr. Steiner speaks of another substance which strengthens the ego. If the mildest dilution of formic acid is made to work on the human being through water, you will cause a consolidation of the ego. This consolidation takes place because by means of the formic acid, the ego is forcibly compelled to approach the framework so that it becomes permeated with the ego. The ego in man is that which approaches and transforms foreign substances to harmonize with human forces. It fails to do this when it is weakened by pork and loses its power to transform sugar into human forces, and the sugar is excreted in the urine. The formica bath is a substance of choice for portly or overweight patients. Rosemary oil is the choice for thin people or thin patients. In portly or overweight patients, both are interchangeable as to the rosemary oil. If formic acid in the liquid form is given to a thin person, good results are obtained as well as with rosemary oil baths. If the substances are employed in the first phase of diabetes, manifesting itself as periodontal disease. Again, I say, manifesting itself first of all as periodontal diseases. Further deterioration of the body can be prevented. The cure for diabetes, therefore, before it reaches its terminal stage, is to submerge in a lukewarm tub of water with the addition of just 1 teaspoon of a substance called formica. Formica is a substance derived from ants, formulated by the late Dr. Rudolf Steiner. For patients on insulin and other related medicines, if at all possible, should submerge in this bath therapy 1 hour in the morning.